Hey everybody, it's Samantha from South Louisiana, and I'm coming to you today about something that is so important. A few months ago was all about the drones. Drones everywhere across the United States. It's all we were talking about. Then the drones stopped. We moved to the California fire. But here's the thing, folks. The drones did not stop. And for us in Louisiana, it feels like the drone invasion has just begun. Okay. It's the 11th of January, 2025. On January 9th, 2025, President Donald Trump elect and our governor, Governor Landry of Louisiana, were discussing the seriousness of these 5-foot drones being seen in places over Louisiana's most critical infrastructure. And the number one thing, Riverbend nuclear plant.
Very suddenly, do you have any idea whatever happened to the drones?
What happened to drones?
Well, you had said that you thought the government knew what was happening with these drones over New Jersey. There were some by Bedminster.
I don't know, they're over Bedminster a lot. So
what happened?
I'm going to give you a report on drones about one day into the administration, because I think it's ridiculous that they're not telling you about what's going on with the drones. And it's not only with me. Glenn was telling me today that in Virginia they have drones all over the place too, and nobody's reporting it. I don't know why they're not. Do you want to say something about that?
Just one quick comment, which is we are home to the largest naval base in the world in Quantico, and we house a lot of the SEAL teams and have a huge national security infrastructure. And now for 2 years running, we have had drone incursion over secure airspace, and we still don't know why. And I think that's absolutely unacceptable. And I think President Trump and the new leadership coming in, I think will work diligently to understand who's behind this and what we do in order to stop the digital surveillance of all of our secure infrastructure.
Is it dangerous?
Well, I can tell you this. While we were dealing with a terrorist attack in New Orleans, we had drones being thrown over our nuclear reactors in Louisiana. And we brought that attention to the FAA. We've been asking the FAA to give these states the ability to mitigate these drones, and it's sitting on some bureaucrat's desk. And that's real.
Nobody knows. They don't want to talk about it. Go ahead, Governor. You were saying.
I was just going to say we have drones in Wyoming flying over our infrastructure as well. And it's incredibly frustrating that we not only have no way of knowing what it is, but nobody knows how to deal with them.
They don't want to talk about it, and nobody knows why. They don't want to talk about it. That could be us sending drones. I hope that's the case. Us doing it and doing research, and maybe they don't want to talk about it from that standpoint. I hope it's not an enemy, but we're going to find out on the 21st, the day after. You have to give me a little time for the inauguration.
Now that is located in West Feliciana Parish. A parish is a county to most of you. That is, when I say parish, I mean county. So West Feliciana Parish is where the Riverbend nuclear plant is. Now, we have a saying here in South Louisiana, if you hear the siren, it's already too late, okay? Now, I worked in East Feliciana as a school teacher for a couple of years, and on 9/11, the sirens went off at the nuclear plant because, of course, they didn't know what was happening in the world as the planes were hitting the towers and everybody was in disarray, so the plant locked down. And I remember I am teaching first grade, and for the first time in my life, I heard the nuclear power plant sirens go off, and it terrified me. I remember looking at those 29 children's faces and thinking, how am I going to get these guys to safety if that plant explodes? Because, like I said, if you hear it, it's already too late. So my point is that right now, and has been since December 24th, 2024, 5-foot drones flying over the nuclear power plant in Louisiana. Also, West Virginia is also being hit very hard right now with a drone incursion. Now, I showed you some video from the California fires, and it looks like in a couple of those videos, there are drones with what might be lasers attached to them. That's all I can say. But if you're in Louisiana and you're seeing these drones come over the infrastructure, critical infrastructure of our state, you need to be reaching out to the police people. Don't ignore them. All right, so what is critical infrastructure? That is our water, that is our sewer, that is our electricity, that is our schools, our prisons, our hospitals, government official buildings, any of that. Okay, granaries, our agricultural fields. If you own a lot of sugarcane field, crawfish farms, and you're seeing drones above your property, you need to call that in. Because it's going to be, if it becomes an attack issue situation, they're not just going to take out the electrical grid and the water. They're going to take out the food also, people. That's how it works in war. So Louisiana, you should be so proud of your governor because he was seated at the left hand of President-elect Donald Trump just 2 days ago, very upset about these drones. They are serious about figuring out who and when and where and what. And Donald Trump has promised us come January 21st, 2025, we're finally going to have answers. What are these drones? Because guys, let me tell you, down here, people like to shoot at things that we can't identify. And I looked it up and there was this news article only in Louisiana. Is it legal to shoot drones? I burst out laughing, but here they're telling you don't do it. They're so big that if these land and hurt somebody, or damaged property, you're going to be responsible. So don't take them out yourself. Just call your local police department. Now, what gets me is our police department down here in West Feliciana is like, oh, we don't think there's anything to be worried about. Don't worry about them. But we don't know who they are and they're 5 foot in length and width. Now, I looked up drones that are 5 feet. Do you guys know that one of those costs over $25,000. So I'm pretty sure it is not people like you and me flying these drones. Most of these are capable. They're set up with cameras. They're set up with all kinds of doodallies. They can carry guns. In fact, I've shown videos on this channel of drones picking up deer carcasses and carrying, and they were small drones. So I wonder what a 5 foot drone could do. I'm just saying, my friends, you know, we're going to start raising Cain down here. It's going to be one of those bless your mama situations. Bless your heart. Because it's coming. Whatever it is, folks.
Over the past 2 weeks, Sheriff Brian Spillman says the drones are as large as 5 feet in diameter. Spillman says they've been reported over prohibited airspace in the parish. He does not believe this is a threat to public safety. His office is seeking additional resources to identify the devices and their operators. The Attorney General Liz Murrell says her office is assisting in this investigation.
So if you are catching drones on your security cameras, on your doorbell cameras, with your phones, please reach out to me. You can find me on Facebook. You can inbox me and send me your videos. I would love to talk to some people that have had run-ins with these, regardless of what state you're in, folks. I do not believe that these are U.S. drones. I don't. And I think Trump knows it. And I think when we find out who it is, we're all going to be shocked. But it almost feels like our country has been taken over from the inside out. God bless you. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video around Louisiana. We need more people to know the drones have not disappeared. They just moved states.